Chloe Bailey's debut album, Pieces, is finally coming, and I feel like watching her trajectory as a solo star has been really, really interesting. In 2020, her and her sister released one of the best albums of this decade with Ungodly Hour, and I feel like this album, both commercially and critically, didn't really get its dues, which I think is really sad for an album which has a timeless quality to it. For all the promotion and visibility of that era, the album only peaked at number 16. I think it's interesting that Halle gets cast for The Little Mermaid, and then Chlöe, even both of them, choose to emerge as distinct personalities. Chlöe went viral for her Bust It challenge, and I think that really opened a can of worms for her that she's still kind of dealing with today. We are so used to seeing stars from group acts like Beyonce, Justin Timberlake, coming out the gate with a really strong authority and presence with their debuts. And I don't think Chlöe has really gone that route in the way that she's had to navigate and negotiate her public persona. Firstly, she started off with a lot of backlash for being overtly sexual and showing off too much skin. And she essentially turns around and says, like, this is who I am. And I don't think there's anything wrong with being confident in my body, especially if she's been doing this, but just not publicly. And overall, she's got a lot of criticism for the presentation of her sexuality. People calling her lame, corny, saying she has no sex appeal. And have I agreed with all of her choices? And have I found some things corny? Yes.
And I love you right on back. There's a lot more to come.
But I think it says more of what we expect of public figures and the unfair social expectations that we project onto them. We expect a perfectly sexy and confident package from these stars. But then I think if we really deep how old they are, and the fact that they are also young and navigating how to be confident, how to be sexy. And that can be awkward, that can be cringe, but that's just life. We don't know how or what to do until we go out and try and do it. And that's exactly what Chlöe has done. When stars like Madonna, Janet, and Mariah made it okay to be sexy, which I have a video on my YouTube channel about how Janet Jackson did that, I think there was a pressure to be sexy right out the gate. Rihanna was 19 when she made Umbrella, and Britney Spears was 16 when she did Hit Me Baby One More Time. But even at 23, 24, we can't really expect someone to fully embody something that we haven't given them the grace and the space to explore that and how that looks for them publicly. And maybe that's something we need to see from stars today. So now let's do an overview of the music so far and kind of look at it as this process of negotiation of Chloe's public identity. I do want to start saying that I feel like Chloe's solo music hasn't been her best foot forward. Like, I feel like, particularly for me, there was an expectation that it would be kind of like a progression to the mature and sophisticated sounds on Ungodly Hour. And the music hasn't been that. And partly it's because I feel like she hasn't been producing it, but also I feel like she's been going for more like hits, like that mentality. And that was evident with the first single, Have Mercy, which had a viral moment.
I thought it was fun. I liked the beat.
I really didn't like the VMA performance of this. And whoa, she has a lot of talent. It just needs a bit of refining. Why did she lick the mic? Why did she lick the mic? But her A&M performance of this song is actually very good, and you can tell that she worked quite hard to improve from, again, some like, And then Treat Me.
Definitely, I thought it was fun. I liked the beat.
I feel like it's subversive in the sense where it embraces this maximalist sound, which is again very different from Ungodly Hour, and it is very catchy. And I think the one thing that kind of bugged me about this song is if you hear the teaser, it seems very different to what we got, but it's okay.
And I like the beat.
Surprise, again, it's an okay song. I think it's the best single she then released at that point. It's just a solid sonic package, and I feel like it would have worked well as a single released after the album. But again, it's showing her versatility and what she can do. It was also a BET performance which really showed how much hard work she puts in and how much she wants to be a bona fide star. And then For the Night was the song that really got me back on the Chloe Bailey train after feeling a bit like, it's just the strongest thing she's come out with. Like, the video feels low budget, which I guess is because that previous music hasn't done like amazing, but I think it proved to me that she just has a much stronger understanding of herself as an artist. But also I think even personally, I don't think she would have gone through this, and I don't think we would have had this experience if it wasn't for this period of these singles. I think experiencing it has been kind of annoying, you know, waiting for an album, also kind of waiting for Chlöe and Halle's third album. But I think we'll look back at this time and we'll be thankful that it allowed for a much stronger, more seasoned, self-assured artist, and hopefully we'll hear that when the album comes out in March 2023.